HT Logistics, what's happening, man? I know you're gonna like this video, especially because it's coming from me. All your talk about running efficiently. You know what, man? You're right. And on this channel today, I felt like sharing with you guys how I trip plan. So before we can even get into all of that, you guys already know what it is. I gotta get the intro out the way. So what y'all waiting on? Let's go.
Ladies love me, I'm on my cool J. If you get what I get, what would you say? She wax it all off, Mr. Miyagi, and them suicide doors, Ari Kari. Look at me now, look at me now, oh, I'm getting paper. Look at me now, oh, look at me now, yeah.
So what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Trucking Truth. I'm your boy Aaron Hamilton, and today we're going to be talking about trip planning. But before I get into all of that, I must let you guys know, if you guys haven't done so already, please, wow, got the sunlight back there. Please check us out on our personal channel called THC or the Hamilton Crew, and y'all can go over there and get high with us legally, and just check out our personal lives, top where we go home, stuff like that. And there's a lot of tutorials. It's basically my wife's channel, so just go to the search engine, type in THC, we're going to pop up. But today we're going to be talking about trip planning, man. HT said it best. You got to run efficiently to be able to make the most out here. It doesn't matter whether you got a long nose Pete or if you got a truck like me, a Freightliner Cascadia, more aerodynamic. It's not just how you drive, but it's also what you do in the course of your actions. Now, I am a flatbedder. Now, anyone who has a flatbed, they know one of the biggest problems in flatbedding is fuel mileage, because we get the heavier loads most of the time. I mean, I get pretty decent light loads. Like today, I only got 31,000, but for the most time, sometimes you're going to run heavier because you got a lot of building products, a lot of specialized freight that you got to haul, and they're kind of heavy. That's why there's open day. But today we're going to talk about trip planning. Alright, now trip planning, in a nutshell, is more than just setting your GPS, looking at a map, and that's more than that. Especially for owner-operators, especially for drivers who's got to pay for their fuel, pay for tools, pay for anything like that. So in this case, not only am I paying for fuel, I'm also paying tools on this run, because I'm picking up down here in Statesville, North Carolina, and we're going to Bloomfield, Connecticut. So trip planning is going to be essential. So I want to show you guys what I basically do to trip plan, or basically what I use to trip plan. Now, I don't have my bill of ladings just yet to get the exact address, because it is going to a construction site. So, but however, I do got my trusty little friends. I do know where I'm going as far as what city and state, so I can go ahead and start the trip planning session right now. So here's basically what I use. I'm basically going to show you right here in this next clip. Alright guys, here's basically what I use to trip plan. Alright, right here is a notebook. Inside of this notebook, usually I write down information that I need on the trip. Like, you see where I'm going to go get fuel at. Got the cost of fuel and basically where it's going in my trip. Okay, the other thing I use for trip planning is this thing right here, and this is a wonder. That's basically where I'm at. It's the address. Now I'm going to Bloomfield, Connecticut, and as I said, I don't have my bill of ladings to know the exact address yet. But here's what I basically use out of it. So I get out of here. If I need to use my atlas, I go over here and I pull up Motor Carriers Road Atlas. Okay. I even got a book in case the battery dies on this bitch, you know, to basically help me out. But I use that. And that's basically it. And of course I use my GPS. Now whenever, and I'll just do a quick address. Whenever I need to go somewhere, like King, Michigan, right? I don't ever hit begin new route. I hit compare routes, right? And then I hit either one of them two buttons, whether I'm empty or loaded, and then basically it calculates the route. So this is Rand McNally's suggested route that I should go. Doesn't always work out the way the GPS said. Now, if you look up there, it actually says, you know, you're going to end up paying a total of $9.75, which is not bad, but it's also 710 miles, 12.5 hour drive, going from where we are now to where we gotta take the load. Now we're going to Connecticut, so this is just for shits and giggles, right? But you notice it's got this these blue and green lines right here. It basically tells you where you're going, so you can relate this to the map. Now here's another thing I use, and I want to basically show you guys this. All right, this right here, this thing works wonders. Okay, now of course I got my Keep Trucking app right there. That's my log, and of course I'm out of hours, so I'm doing my 10-hour break, and I'm also getting loaded right now, so that doesn't matter. But let's get out of here, and I'm gonna show y'all what I use. Like here you see I got 1, 2, 3 load board, truckers, truckloads. But the trip plan, I use 1, 2, 3 different apps, the trip plan. Okay? But I mainly use this one, and it's called Trucker Path. If you guys are truck drivers, it don't matter whether you're company drivers or owner operators, if you do not have Trucker Path, okay, then there's something wrong with you. Okay? Trucking Path is a lifesaver, and I'm gonna explain why right here in this little quick demo. Okay, so I get on Trucker Path. Okay, this right here is just basically a map. This little area that I'm going into, that is basically where I'm at. This is what's all in my area. I don't know what's the radius on that, but that's basically all what's in my area. I can zoom in. That's the little blue dot right there. That's me. Okay, but this little thing works wonders because in the United States, it basically tells you, you know, where truck stops are, parking, truck washes, places to go get your truck fixed. It also tells you, you know, the fuel prices, etc., etc. But the best part I love about this thing, I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna zoom right back in on me, and I'm gonna go way in because I'm gonna show you guys something why I love this. Now that's where I'm at. Now I'm not heading in this direction, but I just want you guys to see. I'm gonna click on it. You see these 2 little W's right there? I don't know how well y'all see that, but that's a symbol for weigh station. And if you're a truck driver, you hate weigh stations. And when you click on it, this is what pops up. Now, this is why I encourage every driver to have this. It's for this feature right here. Forget everything else on this bitch for right now, but because of this feature right here. If you're an outlaw truck driver, I love this thing for this simple fact. Y'all see the red and the green right here, the red and the green? Okay, this allows me to know whether a weigh station is open or closed, because sometimes people don't want to get on that thing right there and say whether a chicken coop is open or closed or not. So I would look at this real quick, you know. And the other part is if oh, I ain't got to update status. The other part is I get to go over here and view the history, and I can basically look at the track record of all the weigh stations. And this is like one of the best features about it. So basically it helps me know what type of time frames I can go through this whole thing. Now that helps me out. Now where all this really comes into play, is when you're on this app, you come up here, you click your little menu bar, you scroll down, you see that button right there, trip planner? gonna click that button, and you're gonna plan your trip. Now, whenever you needed somewhere to go, you're gonna click this. Of course, I'm gonna go to Bloomingfield, so then you're gonna click route, and it's gonna give you a few different routes to go to. So, you know, you basically choose what route you want to go. This happens to be the quickest route in my route. So let me go ahead and get out of this. Now this is my trip, okay? Now here's why I like this trip. I can see all the way stations, I can see all the truck stops, all the areas to park, and what's even better is I can even sit here and look at each individual spot. So if I want to take off, you know, let's say I only fuel at, you know, TA and Loves anyway, so let me go ahead and do this. So the only thing that's on here right now, as far as so y'all can see, is basically way stations, the Loves, and Starred, which is supposed to be like, I don't know why they have the little Starred truck stops, but it shows me basically what's around. Now I can click on the way station, you know, and get the status update, and also I can click on the truck stops and get the fuel prices, get the directions, see how far away it is from me, and also scroll down and right there is to know where it's at. Now here's the best part about this, is now I know where I need to go, right? So let's say I'm over here and I want to see what all the diesel prices is, okay? Oh shit, excuse me. I want to see what all the diesel prices is for Loves. Y'all see that? For Loves. So all of these blue things with the numbers on it and my route, those are all Loves that I'm going to be coming up on, you know, like right here, you know. And instead of like clicking on it, I can just look at it and be like, okay, I can get fuel here for $2.32. I'm going to get fuel right here is going to be my stop number 2. One of these 2 spots is going to be my stop number 2. But I got this one as my second stop. Fuel inside of Maryland, you know, basically, because that's basically what's going to be the cheaper fuel. Anything past this point right here is going to cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, so that's the best thing about trip planning. So this is basically what I use. So I'm going to bring it back to FaceTime. So just give me 1 second. So there you have it. That's basically how I trip plan. I use my GPS, my maps, as well as Trucker Path. And man, Trucker Path is a lifesaver. Trucker Path is a lifesaver, man. Without Trucker Path, I'd probably be lost. You know, not being able to run as efficiently as I can, as well as smoothly as I can. All right, now just hold on a second, got something. Sorry about that, but I do got my bill latings now, so that's going to help. Anyway, but like I said, those are basically the tools I use. My GPS, maps, which is random and alley trucking maps. You can get them at any truck stop, but mine happens to be programmed in my GPS, so it kind of helps. As well as my iPad and Trucker Path. Trucker Path, man. Trucker Path is the shit. But those are basically things that I use to help me trip plan, so that way I can run efficiently, watch the cost of my fuel, and of course there's more to running efficiently than just trip planning. You know, there's a lot more that goes into it. But this is just trip planning. How can I help you? Just trip. You know. Now this load is kind of weird. I kind of want to explain this load a little bit. I guess this is a cash on delivery. So when I deliver this load, I'm supposed to be getting a check. I ain't going to disclose the amount because I don't know if I'll get in trouble. But it's a big ass check. And I almost asked the guy, do you really trust a nigga with that kind of money? Because I'm half tempted to not come back just to deliver the load, take the check. Rich. It's a big ass check. But no, it's actually my first time doing a load like that. I thought like the old school way was like done. So almost a 6-figure goddamn check, man. What I'm about to get received in my hand on Wednesday is what most motherfuckers dream that they can make a year. So this is a pretty big deal. But you know, I'm all about, you know, doing my job and doing my job right. I ain't no thief, man. So it is what it is. But it is kind of weird to me, and it's kind of cool. It's different. But anyway, I don't care if you guys heard it over there. I don't care if you guys heard it over there, because over here, I'm only going to give y'all the mother trucking truth. Nothing more, nothing less. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are enjoying life and having fun. As always, I'm going to catch you guys on the other side. Now, turn this damn thing off. There we go. Catch y'all on the other side. Peace.